Today for the Bitcoin price, Bitcoin hit all the targets I mentioned throughout the last few days. And the question everyone is asking right now is, after all our predictions which actually came true, is Bitcoin stair-stepping up and going for the next leg up towards the upside to our specific price target I am going to mention here in this video? Or are we actually going to break down for Bitcoin? Well, there's evidence I am going to show you today in the charts which points towards a very specific direction. Obviously, I will be showing you my trade on Bybit and Femex. The one on Bybit already raking in 17,000 US dollars in profit. The one on Femex, you saw it, already raking in 44,000 US dollars in profit. And the question is, what am I playing with these trades? And also, what are my next trades? And how do I want to profit from this market situation right now in the immediate short term? Well, if you want to see all of that, I want to urge you to watch this video until the very end, because I have insane on-chain data to share with you, indicating that right now, also according to the stock to flow model, Bitcoin is exactly where it is supposed to be. And just within 1 week, we are entering this green zone here, the last zone, confirming the parabolic rise towards the upside. Bitcoin is right now on the cusp of entering this green zone. I want to tell you exactly what that means and what we can expect for Bitcoin right now. So make sure you take a seat, you sit down, you scroll down, and you smash up the like button, guys. Thank you so much. Yesterday was my birthday and you smashed up the like buttons to nearly 5,000 likes. You are by far the best crypto family out there. Thank you so much for that. Also, make sure you smash the subscription button, smash the bell and press on all. And with that being said, welcome to friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris and as always, we are really pumped to go straight into the content. And yes, let's talk about what is going on here for the Bitcoin price right now. And today we are actually starting here on the 1 hourly candles. And as you remember, I was actually calling this W breakout and this is perfect trading setup with which a lot of you guys actually took. So everyone who was trading this actually right now is in a lot of profit. If you're going over to my trade on Bybit, you can see it right there. It is over 100% in profit right now, which is obviously nice. I want to congratulate everyone who took this trade as well. And as you see here, while I'm recording, Bitcoin is trying to break out. So obviously, I want to talk about that. Here we are on the hourly candles, and what you can see here is after the breakout we predicted, and after the first price target, which was hit also approximately here below the 11,100 level, we are actually stair-stepping up, and you can see that Bitcoin is forming consecutively here. One bull flag, breakout as predicted, another bull flag, and now we're breaking out once again. And the good news here is actually that we were going here above the 11,100 US dollar level, a level as to which I actually said throughout the last few days and weeks that it is extremely important to overcome. And well, this is already the very good news. Bitcoin overcame this level, and right now it seems Bitcoin is forming the next bull flag. And I mean, let me pull out here the volume candles, and you can see it cannot be more beautiful than that. I want to see higher volume, but even though the volume is not as high as I would like it to be, you can see here perfectly, like a picture, every single time in these bull flags, the volume dropping down, indicating that we are going to break out very soon. And the exact same thing happened here once again in this specific bull flag. And obviously, what is the most likely scenario right now? Well, as always, I can tell you in these bull flags, the highest likelihood of us is obviously to break towards the upside. You never know if Bitcoin is going to surprise us, but you want to go with statistical probabilities here. So in case Bitcoin would be breaking out, we can actually also take our measurement tools. So far it worked perfectly well. It gave us these amazing trades and these amazing setups here and the amazing profits as well. So if you take the same measurement measurement rule here and you take it from the flag bottom to the flag top, then you can see this would have been the target of the first breakout. The second breakout would have been this target here approximately. As you can see, this one we actually perfectly hit here. We even overcame it. But the next target, and this is very important to mention here, would be this specific one here. And look at this. I mean, guys, this is absolutely amazing. If you take it over here to the potential breakout point, whether it might be in this hour, the next hour, the hour afterwards, it will be most probably today. And guys, again, we can break down. Be prepared for that. I already mentioned previously, if if you are in this trade, well, you might as well take some profits along the line. So whatever happens, you will be stopped out in a profit. Please make sure, if you cannot bear the losses, that you are taking profits along the line. Don't get too greedy. But in case Bitcoin would be breaking out, look at this price target. And if you were watching one of our last videos in the last few days or weeks even, this number here, 11,760, shouldn't come with any surprise, because I was calling this specific level since days, maybe even since weeks. Because if we are zooming out here, you can see this symmetrical triangle, these converging trend lines for Bitcoin, which we are forming throughout a few weeks. If you take it here from the top to the bottom, this measurement rule, and you pull it over, then look at this, surprise, surprise, this level is in absolute perfect alignment with the target I was mentioning from the very first place here, where I was actually taking the trade approximately at 10,750 US dollars here, also in alignment with the breakout point. And as you can see, this is in perfect alignment here. And let me go over to the 4-hourly candles, and then it gets even more astonishing for you. Let me go over here and let me load the chart. What you can see is, and what I also said previously just a few days ago, in case we would be breaking out, this would be our measurement price target, and it is in perfect alignment with the previous VPVR point of control, the area where Bitcoin was actually traded the most on throughout the whole month of July and August. And obviously it would make sense to expect some resistance over there. And I also told you, in case Bitcoin would be breaking out, my really big parts of my profits I would be taking over there. Obviously, guys, remember, you are in an extremely profitable trade. Yeah, make sure that you are taking some profits along the lines as well. If you are standing on the sidelines right now, well, you can consider another short-term trade. But I really want to mention here, guys, please be careful. Trade confirmed breakouts and trade volume supported breakouts. If you are trading it, well, you could trade here this bull flag breakout towards this specific price target. Obviously a high potential in that as well. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are also bullish here. As you remember, we as an Crypto community, we were bullish approximately here the whole time. Basically, after we confirmed this breakout here, also we were bullish throughout the whole time, and I was mentioning that I am heavily tilting towards the upside, that I'm heavily expecting here this breakout to be towards the upside. But let me know right now, are you in the bullish camp or are you in the bearish camp? Smash up the like button and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will do my best to answer at least some of your guys' comments. Thank you so much for your support. And it wouldn't be Crypto if we wouldn't be zooming out and having this elevated viewpoint. What is going on for Bitcoin? Can we expect higher price targets? Can we expect the all-time high anytime soon? And well, there is some evidence in the charts right now which points towards the fact. I want to show you some on-chain data which is actually completely mind-blowing, even though many of you guys might be familiar with that. It will still catch you by surprise. Let's talk about that. If you are still standing on the sidelines, or if you are in a trade and you want some additional capital completely for free, I have good news for you. Everyone who is subscribed to Crypto, everyone who is watching this video, and everyone who is an experienced trader can get $390 completely for free. There are two simple steps. It takes 2 minutes. Number one is you click this specific link in the pinned comment. Number two is you put in your email address and your password, and that's it. You already have your account, and all you have to do is follow this deposit schedule to get $390 completely for free. It might take a little bit for Bybit to credit it to you, so be patient, but you will get this bonus for sure with that deposit schedule, and then you can put in trades as well. As you remember, my first trade on Bybit, you can see it right there, is racking in right now approximately 100% in profits, 17,000 US dollars. You remember I opened it at 10,750 and I put in a little bit more capital after our breakout was confirmed, exactly how I actually announced it here. And you know, I'm always transparent. I even showed you this trade when I was in a loss, when the numbers were red, as you know, a few days ago. So always transparent, always here for you guys. Let me know if you appreciate that with a little like. I would appreciate it for sure if you leave that like on that video. Thank you so much for that. And here's the other trade before I'm going into this mind-blowing data on Glassnode. Look at this. This one is the trade on Phemex, and as you can see right now, racking in 350% in profit, nearly for Bitcoin, and the profit is 44,000 US dollars at a very high funding rate. Phemex Phoenix is completely going ballistic here when it comes to the funding rate. I really love the platform, but you always know my number one platform, even though I'm also trading on Phoenix, is Bybit. I just want to decentralize my trading, but Bybit is by far the number one. This is the one I recommend the most. So if you want, take advantage of the free bonus up in the pinned comment down below. So now let's talk about the next one. And I want to go to the stock to flow model, because this specific one here on Glassnode shows us that Bitcoin is on the edge, like on the edge to go completely parabolic. And this is why I love the one on Glassnode the most. I will show it to you. But first of all, I want to talk about this, because this is something which is very interesting. You can see here the orange line, this is the Bitcoin price, and the blue line is the number of entities, which is a cluster of addresses with a balance of more than 1,000 Bitcoin. So this is considered to be a whale. When you have more than 1,000 Bitcoin, this is considered to be a whale. And you can see here, ever since the March Corona dump, we hit new highs every single day. Whales are accumulating right now while the people are scared, while the people are waiting for the next retracement. Well, there's another whale just buying your Bitcoin up on the exchanges or OTC. And this is what we have to keep in mind, because I just made a tweet here yesterday, actually at my birthday, and I was saying there are a few Bitcoin entry stages. Stage number one is the early adopters in 2009. Obviously the misfits, the nerds, our heroes who believed in Bitcoin for the very right reasons. Stage number two started in 2014 with the very smart money, buying up the bear market, buying up the $200 price levels of Bitcoin. Well, then in 2020, we saw a lot of a lot of companies actually joining the space. Recently, just Square with a $50 million purchase. In 2021, and this is my own prediction and deeply connected to the chart I want to show you here afterwards, the stock to flow chart. In 2021, the mainstream will join the space, according to my own opinion. Well, I'm pretty sure I will be right on that. You can quote me on it, but who knows? Well, and then there's stage number 5. I call it, it's too late stage. You could also call it the Peter Schiff stage, where Peter Schiff will be entering Bitcoin most probably at the latest point of time. Whether it will be silently, whether it will be secretly, who knows? It is a little bit of a joke, but in the end, just please get my point, because there will be a time where it will be too late to buy Bitcoin. Whether it's 2025, whether it's 2030, whether it's next week, guys, I just want to tell you and I want to urge you, hold your vast majority of holdings in a holding portfolio. Speculate with a little bit if you want, if you are experienced, trade with a little bit, that's fine. But your vast majority of holdings should be on a cold storage. Just leave it like that, put it aside, don't look at it and don't listen to the noise, at least when it comes to this specific part of your portfolio. And this is exactly what I want to talk about, because when is the time when it is going to be too late? When is the time when we are going to be in this Peter Schiff stage? And this is exactly what I want to talk about right now, because you know the stock to flow model, and whether you agree or you don't agree, right now you have to admit that we are, according to the stock to flow model, exactly where we are supposed to be. And what you can see here is that Bitcoin is actually following these stages. And on the downside, you can see, according to the color, we are closer or more far away from the Bitcoin halving. When we are blue, we are 1,400 days away. And when it's ending to be red, then we are exactly at the halving. These vertical lines here are the Bitcoin halving. And what you can see is that every single time after the Bitcoin halving, we are blue, and then we are getting green, and the Bitcoin price is just in the green phase. You're completely going parabolic towards the end of the green stage, which is approximately, I don't know, like 1,000 days before the halving. Bitcoin reaches the all-time high. And this was the exact same thing also here in 2017. End of the green stage, when we are flipping over to the green one, we are at the all-time high. And the most important thing is, the blue line is the blue area is actually the area where we are consolidating, washing out the weekends, where we are just boring after the halving. And then when we are entering the green stage, approximately at whatever, like 1,000 days before the halving, well, the Bitcoin price starts to go completely parabolic. And look at where we are right now. Here you see the blue dots right now starting to be green. And in 2-3 weeks or so, we will see blue dots here, because here we see weekly dots. And just from an historical perspective, when we are entering this time, X amount of weeks or days after the halving, in this case, let it be like 5-6 months after the halving, approximately 100-200 days after the halving, so 1200 days approximately before the next halving will occur. Well, this is the moment when we are entering the green stage, and we will see these green dots here. And from an historical perspective, when we are seeing these green dots, the Bitcoin price starts to be parabolic. And obviously, you could say, well, history is not an indication for future performance. This is true. But history is all what we have. And so far in all cycles, Bitcoin was every single time repeating this behavior. So from an historical perspective, it is the highest likelihood that we are repeating this behavior once again. So once again, guys, you can see Bitcoin is exactly where it is actually supposed to be. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think about that. And just to wrap it up here, you can see once we are entering this green stage, which is about to come in 1, 2, 3 weeks, well, Bitcoin starts to go parabolic, and the approximate target price, according to the stock to flow model, this is an average price would be 100 to 120,000 US dollars. But remember that in every single bull market, Bitcoin is overshooting that. So it would be not all too unlikely for Bitcoin to go approximately to this level here, which would be 200, 300,000 US dollars before we are going down. And this would be, according to the model, once again, in the end of 2021, beginning of 2022. I actually think this is a very likely scenario. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. And as a quick reminder in the end is, so few people were actually talking about that because Bitcoin was at 4,000 US dollars in April 2019. But let me remind you on that. Mark Faber, the famous conservative multi-billionaire, was actually joining Bitcoin in March 2019. The Bitcoin price was at 3,900, 4,000 US dollars. And that's why no one was really talking about Bitcoin besides us, the Moon, Da Vinci, and a few other YouTubers. It was really empty. And yes, and as you can see, no one was really talking about it. But in hindsight, this guy was obviously timing the market perfectly here, buying nearly the bottom of Bitcoin. And just remember, guys, there are so many multi-billionaires which are conservative in the space, where the world elite is actually following them. These people, and I am saying it here, they have their reputation at stake. And do you actually think a conservative investor tells you buy 5% or 2% of your portfolio in Bitcoin when he thinks this is going to zero? Most probably not. Keep that in mind when you are considering selling your long-term holding Bitcoin the next time. If you appreciate that, if you agree, press the subscription button, press the like button right now. And thank you so much for watching. We will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, click the subscription box right here, and also click the Bybit tutorial, which is popping up by my side right there. Click it right now. And as always, guys, bye-bye.